Let's talk about drop-shouldered sweaters. Identical construction, two very different outcomes. And once you understand the way drop-shouldered sweater construction works, you will never look at a pattern for a drop-shouldered sweater this same way again. Sweaters are systems, and the decisions that you make early on ripple through your project and ultimately impact how happy you are with the resulting sweater. I'm Ellen Lewis, and I help knitters understand sweater systems so that they can make sweaters that fit perfectly and look exactly the way they intended. My friend Beth told me about a moment she and her husband shared early in their marriage. Maybe they weren't even married yet. They were talking about their life that they were going to build together and the places that they would go and the things that they would do and the children that they might have and, all those wonderful romantic things that people in love talk about. And she said that Gordon looked at her and said, "Beth, you can have anything you want." Now, that's pretty heady stuff, right? Anything you want. And then he looked at her and he said, "But you can't have everything you want." He was talking about the fact that you can't both spend every penny on travel and still have money put aside to send your kids to school. You can't have a big house with a lot of land and still be in a walkable downtown city. Certain choices that you make preclude other outcomes because there are dependencies, there are trade-offs. He's talking about life. I, of course, am talking about sweaters. In particular, those drop-shouldered sweaters, because drop-shouldered sweaters come with contingencies. And the relationship that is really important that you understand is the relationship between the length of the sleeve that you get on the sweater and the amount of ease that you have in your body of the sweater. So I'm wearing this sweater and it doesn't have a huge amount of ease on me. Maybe 4 or 6 inches of ease. And all I'm getting is this short little bit of sleeve. That's the way it is. In order to get a longer sleeve, I would need to have more ease in the body. It's a trade-off. If you look at this sweater that I showed earlier, this has a much longer sleeve, and it also has a whole lot more ease in the body. When we were trying this on, and in the Noro trunk show video, Mary had this on. She loved the sleeve length, but it felt too big in the body for her. So that's an example of how you can have anything you want. You can have a long sleeve, or you can have a close fit. You can't have both in the same sweater because the sleeve length of a sleeveless drop-shouldered sweater isn't designed into the pattern. It is a result of how much ease there is in the body when you wear it. And that's going to be different for different sized bodies. So a very, very small person might have more sleeve length here because she would have more ease in the body. A person with a larger bust or a larger frame is going to have an even shorter sleeve up here. So you can have anything you want, again, but you can't have everything you want. Unless you purposefully make certain adjustments and decisions. And next week, I am going to show you how Ginny Stein did exactly that in her latest design, the Liberty 250. Beautiful way of working around the constraints that you get in a sleeveless or short-sleeved drop-shouldered sweater. If this kind of thing interests you, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Go to the link in the description and sign up for my newsletter. And don't forget to join us next week where I show you the new sweater and the clever, clever thing that Ginny did to give us both minimal ease, and a decent sleeve length. I'll see you next time.